Hello, it's JJ.
It's you.
Welcome
Oh my
back
God.
to Bad Take Delete, the only show that ends right now.
Yeah, right now.
Yep.
In 30 minutes,
It's
20
over.
minutes, however long this is gonna be.
This is it.
Go
Put
on,
up
go on.
confetti.
Yeah, confetti. Wow. Whoopee.
And
ending
we're
this.
here
We're
for
dying.
one last day.
We're dying.
And we're gonna cover all our bases now. This is everything that you've ever wanted in a show
Everything.
condensed in 30 minutes. Dev, explain.
Go.
So we're gonna be answering your most burning questions about literally anything in the world. And
Whoa.
Yeah.
Like Planet Dolan, answering your burning questions.
yeah.
And we have some people from the server first. We can do those first because those are the easiest ones actually. And as a
True.
frame reference, we're not closing down the server. Like you can still join. We're just gonna like rebrand it to something else. Don't know what it's gonna be though.
We're just doing a tactical retreat to really figure out what we want to do, so we can be the best goofy sillies for you silly goofs.
So the first one by China. The whole country is actually asking this apparently. Why is it ending?
Wowee.
JJ, do you want to get into that?
Well, China. Well, it all starts with the tariffs, China. Let's just be clear with that.
Yeah.
No, but for realsies, though, we got excited about the idea. We jumped foot first in. We got our experience, but I think we can all agree that there is definitely some room to change things up. And I mean, obviously, we could just keep doing this where we keep changing the models every other week and adding something different, or we can just take our time and actually fucking make something good that you guys will like, and then just continue from there.
I think when it came to actually making the show, because we started a year ago, and an old adage that a friend of mine was telling me that's like, you gotta try something for a year, see how that's doing, is it doing the thing you want it to do, and see if you want to move on. And at the start of the year, it was just JJ and I, before Dev, she didn't legally exist, and JJ and I'll pull up on screen right here, were like VideoTube avatars, and they were ugly.
Oh god, yeah,
It was not good.
They were silly.
The background was terrible, a lot of it was terrible, but over time we changed to character animator, and then Dev's character animator broke, and she's using VideoTube for the last part. And it broke, I mean, like, the very legitimate compy she was using on Mac OS stopped working.
Very legitimate. The most
Very legitimate.
Yeah.
I would say.
But don't worry.
It was being misogynist.
And this actually leads into another, the next question. Marco, we gotta talk about where it. So we wanting to end it, we did these final 5 episodes because we want to give some people time to like watch and enjoy and just comment, rather than just like ending it abruptly. You know what I mean? That'd be rude. Or not even recording a final episode.
Real rude.
Yeah, real rude.
But Marco,
No more podcasts.
weird.
Fuck you.
And actually, that gets into another part, is that when we were making this thing, it was kind of hard to market, because at first it was a podcast, and it's not being a podcast, we're doing more visual stuff, but then half of it became talking about a subject and then the news, and I think that was confusing to actually pitch the people, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So maybe if it was like one or the other could work. We had too many things to talk about. What do you think?
Yeah, so really it boils down
We're such
to
yappers.
Yeah.
yeah, we are yappers. But most importantly is just before we can really give you guys something good, we kind of have to figure out what that thing is supposed to be. So we're just going to, instead of just making it as we go, we're going to just take some time and come back with epic sauce wins.
Yeah, because whenever we would promote it, people would be like, is this a podcast? And we're like, no, not really. I think, maybe not. And obviously,
We've called it a podcast by mistake like several fucking times.
a lot of the time,
Podcast,
actually.
showcast, armcast.
Showcast. Yeah, because I really like the technology we're using right here. These character animator and the VideoTube thing. Get that fixed. But the character animator stuff is very interesting, makes it more lively. So I like that aspect. And we haven't thought about what we're gonna do specifically next, because I want this to end, and that's why I did it like every 2 weeks to like kind of wean it out. That gets into the next question. Marco Lavelli, David, a question about your avatars. JJ's is Snake, simple enough. What are Doves and Val supposed to be and how they came to be? That's another thing I would say. First it was like a me avatar, and now I made it to like a rabbit like 4 months ago, 5 months ago, which was also confusing for branding, because I think at like the start of the year I've had this icon and didn't do anything with it. Like maybe I should have had this character be this already, introducing this. But for JJ's,
Yeah, you should have just come out the furry closet right away.
should have came out that way. But for JJ's, just kind of just drawing, like I drew something for him, but it wasn't true to him. Makes sense, JJ? Do you want to get into that?
Yeah, I guess the process was really, I was kind of more vague because my character is just a fucking PNG that I drew on Snapchat when I was crossfaded in college.
Yeah.
That's real, by the way. That's my brand.
Yeah.
But, from there, it was just guy with some kind of facial hair and sweatshirt. That was the direction I gave him. So we went from Marge Simpson with the hair going 8,000 feet in the air.
Yeah.
And then slowly we came down. Now it's evolved through there. Now I am Cave Guy from Pokemon.
You used to have an Abe Lincoln beard that I gave you for some reason.
I did used to have an Abe Lincoln beard. The sweatshirt and jeans were really the only thing that stuck in the bandana.
Yeah.
And the pale sun, what is that skin,
And
which is real.
for what we were thinking for test designs and stuff, more of a scratchy style, something that something that his fans would actually recognize more so than just
Yeah.
whatever this thing I drew
I
was.
think our things are kind of extensions of us, where Dev is just, that's what Dev just looks like in real life.
Yeah,
But
demon.
True.
for me, for Ryan, that's him in real life as well.
Me. Yeah, for
That's
Dev.
his fursuit.
For Dev, I think she should have been the one to draw it. Like, it should not have been in my art style. Like, for
Yeah,
JJ's, I should have experimented and got out of my art style to draw him something cool and specific. So I kind of just made up whatever for Dev.
Yeah.
Just whatever.
But wait, we're gonna come back with cool, epic designs that will last more than a few months.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yep, very on the contrary. I remember that you guys said you're changing the format to something else after the break. Have you decided on what the new format is? How long is the break? I don't know.
The break is as long as it takes us to answer that question.
Yeah, it could be
We
a
were
month.
on a break.
Be like 6 months, I would say. I mean, we got into this for a year. 55 episodes is pretty nice. Pretty good
Yeah,
chunk
yeah.
of change, I would say. So maybe just rewatch some of the old episodes. Enjoy the new thumbnails that I made. That was another thing. I'm not gonna do like drawn thumbnails again because people don't know who we are, and that works better if people actually know who we are. So just having the topic front and center, it's like, oh, I click on this video, I know what the topic is. Not
Yeah.
the fuck are these people?
Yeah, you gotta grab their eyes.
So, okay, Marco is asking another question. If there's extra time one for JJ, his videos remind me a lot of the Adult Swim Hanna-Barbera shows like Space Ghost Coast to Coast and Harvey Birdman Attorney at Law. Were those an inspiration for his style?
I watched Space Ghost, yeah, and Harvey Birdman I watched a little bit, but I never got into either show until kind of post YouTube, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I guess my biggest inspirations would be like, I think a big one is all the Abridged series. Like Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged is a huge inspiration. I even do the voices for them based on those characters when I do Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff. So I guess early YouTube would be a good inspiration.
Mm-hmm. Like Smosh?
Smosh is fucking awesome, and I
Yeah.
will not take any slander against Smosh. Food Battle 2025, I want to be there. Please make it happen, Ian.
Well, you know
Ian,
what I have to
please.
say about Smosh, JJ?
What?
Shut up.
Oh.
Get the fuck out of here! You thought you
oh.
were you thought you were clever with that? You slimy fuck. But that was pretty good. I'll give you that points.
Scourge, I think that's how you pronounce the name. What have you learned in working on this podcast together?
If
Go on,
if
go
I
first.
if I understood that hieroglyph name that you gave me, that's my boy Tomas.
Yeah.
And to answer that question, honestly, commitment, because 55 episodes doesn't sound like a lot until you realize that we're recording and editing these at one point weekly.
Yeah.
For over a year. It shocked me
Crazy.
to go back to the channel and see how long ago our first episode was. It was what, over a year ago?
I think it was May 23rd or something like that, over a year ago.
Wow.
It's insane. So committing to something like this is very hard.
Yeah, I would say if we were to do this again, like a video maybe every 2 weeks or something rather than a week. Because, like,
Yeah.
it's good that we know that we can do this. That's an important thing to say. I want to do it again, that specifically. But it is kind of, just put your mind to it and just make the thing. Just make the thing, you know what I mean? Do it consistently. Okay. Those kids next door, are you ever going to talk about the Rhino and the Red Bill? What does all the other indie animation pilots have that it doesn't? This guy's asked us this a lot of the time. And I didn't interview. I sent an email to the creator. Maybe he'll get back on me. But I guess it's just not for me. It's not really anything specific, I guess. It's not really for me. You know what I mean? Simple as.
Sand.
Yeah, I don't like sand that much in Wasteland stuff. I'm more of a Fallout Wasteland kind of guy. You know what I mean?
It's rough and gets everywhere.
Slightly modified. Full name. What is the one thing regarding the podcast you wish you can go back and change? Get straight into character animator. Would have been cooler in the start, but you go next, JJ.
I would have given me 2 phones so that I could look in either direction when Dev's talking.
I like that. Dev, what would you change?
I wish I would change updating my Mac laptop because that's what broke my totally illegal copy of Character Animator.
Yeah, that was kind of like out of the blue. Like I didn't think that would break it.
Yeah,
You're
I
getting-
didn't think
yeah.
that either.
Oh, you know what's actually for real
Yeah.
answer? I wish, and it would have been effort on your part, so I never brought it up.
Oh.
I wish that with every episode while Dev was getting her shit figured out, that the fucking cardboard cutout would slowly deteriorate.
Oh, that would have been funny, yeah.
I
That would've been
also
awesome.
wanted that. I was thinking about that too. When like I had the little cardboard, I wanted it to have like some wear and tear and like some fucking like JJ graffiti on it.
That could've
Yeah,
been
so
fun.
like a little, some visual
That would have been
gags for the
so
next time.
funny. Oh my god.
I think we just need to make more use of the animation side of this, other than movement.
Yeah.
Some more visual gags would be fun.
Like what? Examples?
Well, like I just said, like something like that. So, like, you can have something in the background that deteriorates. You can have like funny books in the background that have different names on them or something. Just something visually that catches
Oh,
your
yeah.
eye.
Little cameos.
Little cameos, haha.
Yeah.
So,
Little Easter eggs.
Nutella Gaming Dovin, what do you plan on doing next? Well, by the time this video releases, I have a video out on my main channel. I'm just gonna do that. My main channel, second channel.
Ooh.
Like how JJ has his channel stuff. Dev's got her channel stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm coming back soon.
Come back soon. Now we're gonna go into the YouTube area because we asked people the same thing. We're gonna answer some more of like the other stuff, like the more serious questions first and everything, and then we're gonna get to the more jokey ones.
All right, let me put my serious face on.
OD25. So JJ, that's you, JJ. Is that podcast about you and Hugbees reviewing Rob Schneider stuff and/or failed pilots of bad shows actually gonna happen, or is that just the joke you guys did on the official podcast?
So that's a real thing, and it's definitely going to happen eventually, but I think with both of us having podcast-related scenarios, that it's kind of in the back burner, but things are happening. I can say that much.
Yeah, I think that I wanted to make sure, because JJ does have his own podcast, the Joe Schmo podcast, that for whatever thing we're going to do next, we clarify it's not a podcast, because we don't want to impede on anything that he's doing.
Yeah, I put my I got my lawyers involved. We're not. There's going to be a lot of strict
differences, one would say. The Star Guy 200 is better than the Star Guy 199. But are Three Stooges strictly a Thanksgiving tradition now? Always love me a good Stooge posting.
Well,
Dev,
they're not
actually,
as popular. Oh, yeah. Sorry, Dev. Please.
Dev, tell me about your Stooge posting.
Let me just get my phone out.
Yeah. Okay, JJ, you go.
Well, if I have to answer for Dev, that's fine.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I love beating. I love bullying. It's so awesome.
I was just caught so off guard.
The Stooges are like they're my baby. They're my bread and butter.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with them. I really try to be the best with those guys, but they're also not the most popular, like view-wise. So the compromise is like I do them for like holidays or special events. Like the last one was for the 4th of July. That was a short, but like Christmas and Thanksgiving will be getting their special big budget videos every year. That's the goal.
Maybe we can do.
Hell yeah.
Because didn't the Three Stooges meet some people in their days? Maybe we can do the Three Stooges meet Superman or the Joker.
It happened. I mean, there was like
Oh, wait.
they had the robotic Stooges.
JJ,
they had a cartoon where they were in Scooby-Doo. Yeah?
I got a great pitch for you. The Joker hires a new henchman and it's the Three Stooges.
That's not a bad idea.
That could be something.
Something like that could work.
Actually, the Joker hires a new henchman and it's the Oogie Boogie Boys from Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh,
get out of
yeah,
here.
Get out of here. Get out of here, Tim Burton.
Oh, okay, so the Three Stooges is fine, but not the Oogie Boogie Boys?
Yeah. Yes.
What's wrong with the Oogie Boogie Boys? What do you have against them?
The kids.
And child labor is free. Child labor is literally free.
Yeah, I guess it
All
is,
three of them have DUI hit and runs.
Mattern Modin. Sorry, I said that wrong. Mattern. God, what the fuck is this? Mattern Modin. 9391. How do you decide what topic to make a video on in the Dovendraw channel? Sometimes it's whatever I see on Twitter. Sometimes it's where people say in the comments, and I try and get in contact with the person and be like, hey, can I interview you? That'd be interesting. Because usually the people that I talk with don't have behind-the-scenes videos, or they don't have like proper interviews. And by proper interviews, I mean like not 2-hour long ones. I'm talking about like a nice digestible one that you can just go like. Yep, that's good. That's good bite-sized content right there. Happy Llama, 8373. Are y'all taking a break or leaving the channel? This channel's gonna be dead.
Isn't it both?
Yeah. It's gonna be the channel itself is probably gonna be. It's still gonna be here that you can go back through if you want, but it's gonna be a fresh new slate when we come back.
Yeah, it's always hard coming back to old channels and trying to revive it. And plus, we're gonna name it something else. So we can't just use the same branding or channel or everything.
We're gonna name it like JJ, you come up with it.
Good post paste.
Yeah, good post paste.
That's actually not so bad, JJ. You want to write that down.
Good post paste.
The Mario.
I imagine like glue paste, and we're just fucking like eating glue on the podcast.
We're just sniffing glue and sprout.
Yeah.
Comes to mind.
Glue podcast is just us like talking about like the wildest shit while we're high on huffing glue.
Glue podcast would fuck. That would be great.
Actually, it would glue.
The Whippets podcast. We do some Whippets.
Smucker's brand glue.
The Whippet cast.
Nuclear FE 9401. I have 3 questions. Why won't you stop saying my name wrong? Why are all the bad takes in your podcast not deleted? Have any of you ever read or seen Sweet Tooth? If not, you should. It's very good. This bearded Smurf annoys me with his repetitive jokes. You should kill him, substitute him someone more interesting to watch, like a racist, or maybe Joe Roden, or whatever the fuck his name is. Okay, bye.
That's a lot to unpack.
First of all, I'm not that good at reading things. I think I have dyslexia, which is funny that I'm the one reading
I
these.
believe that. Yeah.
Smurf,
you should make me read them in the new podcast.
We're not doing a podcast. We're doing something else.
Are they?
You should make
to
me read them in the new showcast.
Yeah, they're talking about you, the bearded Smurf. I don't have a beard.
I'm the bearded Smurf.
I had like a mustache at one
point.
Go on.
We'll Smurf you, pal. Right up your ass.
God, no, right up your Smurf. Right up your Smurf.
No,
Oh.
I want to specify.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But for Sweet
But I love
Tooth,
you.
Sweet Tooth is one of those shows, because it's a show, then it's like a DC comic or something. Like, I looked at the show and I was like, oh yeah, this is based on a comic. Let me look at the art style. Oh my god, not what I expected at all for the art style. That happens a lot with shows. You ever notice that, JJ? I'm trying to think of another show where it got an adaptation and you're like, wait a second. Oh god. It's not a show, but a movie where the wild things are. You're like, that's what you got out of the book? Those characters?
Oh, like Garfield.
Yeah, Garfield, A Tale of Two Kitties.
That one was wild. But also, by the way, for that first question, we've always known how to pronounce your name. We just refuse to do it.
Yeah, it's funnier that way, actually.
What was their name again?
Don't worry about it.
Claire Effie? Claire Effie?
That's too close. That's too close to how you're supposed to say.
Actually, you don't even know. They didn't even give me like a translation or anything to be like, oh, this is how you do it. This is how you do the thing.
You're free to call onto the podcast or show or
Clefairy.
whatever this is.
Clefairy.
Clefairy.
Clefairy. Quinn Curio. He explained to me the background of your old podcast. I never saw it. This is me. I'm gonna give a little. Ready for a little rundown?
I'm ready.
Ready for this, JJ?
Okay.
So there used to be a
I'm so
podcast
ready.
called the Pizza Party Podcast, and it lasted like 8 years, and I was on the reboot of it with my good friend Jake Neutron and Pan Pizza, the former creator and everything. They're the initial start of it. It was originally going to have the old hosts, Izzy and Jim. However, when I got in talks with them, Izzy ghosted me, and so it's like, okay, I guess they don't want to work on this. Let's go find someone else. We started the podcast, the reboot and everything. Went pretty well. And so the reboot happened. It ended what I would call unceremoniously back in Feb of last year. I got kicked off. My friend Jake left. They rebooted it. Never made a single episode. Then one of their hosts made a podcast, made one episode, never did anything else, then deleted the episode. And all of that time, they never made a community post saying, hey, this thing is done. Which is why I said to JJ and Dev, we need to actually give our audience some closure. We need some final episodes. We need to say, hey, thank you for watching. We're going to end this thing. You know what I mean? That was that whole story, I guess.
That's the way the cookie crumbles.
The crookie cumbles.
Cookie Cumbles.
The crookie crumbles.
The crookie cumbles.
The crookie crumbles. Cookie crumbles.
Now we're gonna get to some
Cumbles.
funnier questions, actually. Some of the funnier
Crumble
ones.
cookies.
Over 1D89, is the glass half full or half empty?
Half full.
Half full? What about you, JJ?
I drank it.
Yeah, it depends. Like, if I was drinking it, then it's half empty, but I've filled it halfway, it's half full. That's how
I
matter
just
works.
drank the full thing.
Oh,
I
okay.
drank it and I put the cup in the fridge as if no one touched it.
Why'd you put the cup in the fridge?
I bet you're one of those people who like goes to the grocery store and like unscrews the cap on the juice and has like a sip to see if you like it.
No, that's terrible. Don't place that voodoo on me.
Out the window, 8188. Does JJ still live jokes from Oni Plays? Do you
Yes,
still do
every
that?
day.
Every day.
Oh my-
It's so
I
funny.
love that comment.
Yeah.
Because I can't fight it. I get it from my friends every now and then. I don't watch Oni Plays. I watch the Worms videos and like one of the Simpson hit and run videos, I think.
Oh yeah, classic.
Yeah, I was just like most people my age that fell into this. I was just big into like Newgrounds and
Yeah.
Sleepy Cabin growing up, so they influenced my brain a little bit.
Do you think it's like a Simpsons thing? Where it's like, Simpsons
Simpsons
did
did
it,
it?
Simpsons did it. Where Oni Plays
I
made
get-
some more joke. you know?
Yes, I get told that a lot. Every day I want to kill myself.
Every day.
Oh.
One day
Well,
they're
no,
gonna
we
say...
probably can bleep. We're gonna have to bleep that part. But yeah,
He wants to unalive himself, actually.
I want to. Yeah,
He wants to spaghetti meatball himself. He wants to cookie
just-
crumble himself.
I'm just being cautious that like Chris O'Neill doesn't off himself like right as this episode comes out.
That'd be
and
crazy,
I'm
actually.
fucked. That would be insane.
Then they'll say, why does Oni steal jokes from you, JJ? My
Ah, that's right. I'll have to beat him to it right after it's recording. There'll be a big in memory of me after this.
Mega E-Def. What are your guys' favorite Pokemon? And then one guy commented, Totodile. That's nice. That wasn't
Mine.
for you, but
Mine is Tepig.
Pig? That's a good one. JJ.
Tepig.
It's a
Tepig.
pig.
Yeah.
Big fan of coughing. I think he just looks fucking awesome. I love that little guy.
Coughing.
Well,
Coughing, yeah, he's a cute little guy.
He's from New York. He likes the pollution.
That's not
He likes the
real.
smog.
Coughing?
Yeah.
Coughing is not a real Pokemon.
Yes,
it
he
is.
He's the purple ball. He's the purple ball with
No.
like sores in his body. He
Jesse
evolves
and
into
James has
Weezing.
him.
That's not a real Pokemon.
What the
It's
fuck are
real.
you talking? Have you played the first game?
Have you
Yeah.
seen the show?
He's in the
there.
first
Yeah.
game.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is. I've
It
seen
doesn't
him.
exist.
He does
They
exist.
don't-
Are you
no,
fucking?
It's not a real
get-
Pokemon.
I'm not. I can't
I'm literally
believe
like
this.
number one Pokemon
Oh.
stan. I would know,
You know
if
what?
a Pokemon existed and that one doesn't.
I quit after this episode.
I mean, we all do.
I mean, we were gonna end it
This
anyway.
will be the last bad take delete episode I'm in, and I
Because of her.
fucking mean it. You can hold me to it.
Can't believe it.
And I mean
Can't believe
it. Well, you
And
know
I
what?
mean
I'm quitting too.
Oh, okay.
Oh, all right, yeah, fine. Copy my idea, sure.
Then just be me, I guess. By myself.
Yeah,
talking
Oni plays
rambling.
Oni plays me right now.
I like Mudkip. He's funny. All right, next question.
You would like Mudkip.
Yeah, because I
freak.
told you before the podcast, I had to search up Pokemon names because I was like, I don't remember any of these guys. I don't know
Fake
these guys.
fan.
Yeah, you're right.
Fake fan.
I haven't played a game since Pokemon Black and White 2. So long ago.
I've never played a Pokemon game.
Yep, because you're racist.
Fucking fraud.
RoboNorm.
Not because of that.
How far do you think you can throw a brick? Better question. What do you think of the logo, the Batman logo, JJ?
Those are very two polarizing questions.
No,
yeah.
the absolute Batman logo.
Oh, okay. So let's tackle that. The brick. I feel like I could throw a brick farther than any other item. Like mysteriously, for some reason, even though it weighs more than like a baseball or something, I could throw it like 10,000 feet.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I haven't tried. Yeah, there's no footage of me doing it, so you can't tell me I'm wrong. But
it was deleted,
I think
actually.
the apps. It's
We
deleted.
did record
It's
you,
gone.
but
It's
it got
scrubbed.
deleted. That was the one
It was
bad
a bad
take
take.
deleted.
Yeah.
That's where we get the name.
What about the Batman logo?
Yeah, look at the bat. I
think
sent
it's
it in
dog
general.
shit.
Dev, what do you think of it?
I think that it looks good on a Caesar's pizza.
It only works. It only works when he's like his arms are in the air and he's jumping, and then it like kind of bends it, and it somewhat resembles the Batman symbol. But as it stands right now, unless they change it, I think I'm not a big fan.
Isn't it
2
like an
thumbs
axe or
down for
something?
me.
He holds.
He attaches it. Yeah, he attaches it to a stick, and then he starts swinging it, which is like very interesting.
Is that how you throw the brick?
Wasn't
No, I
yeah.
throw bricks just like a football, like overhead.
What about you, Ryan? What about you and the bricks?
Probably a good few feet. I would say probably a good few feet. Not a mile. I would say it's too big. Maybe a few meters.
I actually threw a brick yesterday, so I know exactly how far I can throw it.
How far can you throw?
Like 2 inches. I'm very weak.
Yeah, you're on that strict French diet. Now you're back in America for a bit. You get stronger.
Yeah. I've been drinking a lot of protein drinks actually. They're
bulk
pretty
up?
good. Yeah, bulk up.
Well, why else you
I got
drink
like
protein
plus
drinks,
one
honestly?
muscles. What
Yeah,
did you say?
basically. Why else would you drink protein drinks if not to gain muscle? Come on.
Well, honestly, I drink these really like yummy ones that are like chocolate flavor. They're pretty good.
Yeah, imagine doing like a full set of 10, 250 weights, and you're like, yum, 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 chocolate me, yum, 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 milkshake.
Chocolate.
It's my
Well, good
little
thing I'm
treat.
not doing that. My little sweet treat.
Let's see, what else we got right here? Diatamic. What am I supposed to do? Supposed to say, you already spoke about side order. I won, but at what cost? And I think nearly for the whole podcast, they've been asking for us to talk about this game we don't play.
Yeah.
And then we did.
Yeah, yeah.
DB Porter's 17,398.
Oh, that's my friend.
That's your friend. Do you wanna read
Yeah,
this
that's
question
literally
then?
my best friend.
Can you read the question then?
I can't read it. I can't see.
It's a gif of Muscle Man going, you know who else has a question for you? My mom.
My mom. What's your guys' favorite my mom joke?
You go first, JJ.
Yeah, JJ.
My favorite your mom joke.
My mom joke.
Yeah.
My favorite my mom joke. You know what else is cooking? My mom.
Holy
she
shit.
She cooks
Like,
dinner.
I like the
sometimes.
one
Oh my god, that's so funny.
where Muscle Man
Thank
says, you know who else can help? And then Benson's like, if you say your mom, you're fired. And then he says it anyway. Like that one. What about you?
It was worth it.
Who you, Dev?
I think my favorite my mom joke is you know who else's podcast is ending? My mom.
I like that. I love that.
Move on.
That's great.
Actually, I
And-
take back my answer. My favorite would actually be from the movie or whatever that was, when he's like, when they all forget their memories, and he's like a professor at school, and the way they reawaken his memories is to like, what's the answer to the formula? And he's like, actually, that would be my mother. And then he's like,
I like that one.
Look gas.
But that's all the questions. Thank you for taking time to submit. It was very nice.
Yeah.
We loved all the fan feedback. We always love doing these. That's what we did at the very end
Yeah,
of the
I'm gonna
videos.
miss answering questions.
I mean, you can still do it.
yeah, you still
I
can.
mean-
You
Hey,
can
go
just-
do it.
I mean, yeah, you can in my community server with the Ask Me Questions channel, but
Oh, wow.
you know, like obviously, I'm gonna miss answering questions on the podcast.
Yeah.
It's been fun opening my brain to strangers online.
Yeah, this is like
Okay.
before you went on the official podcast and like live stream stuff. This is like the main way to see you talk about shit for JJ.
Oh yeah, this was it.
Because you may know him from his funny tweets. You may know him from his funny videos, the Gamer Subs ads, which are not sponsored by the way. Would have been nice.
10%
And mango.
good solid.
And it's mango. And it's
mango.
mango.
And it's
And
mango.
it's mango.
And
And
it's
it's
mango.
mango.
Oh.
And it's mango.
And
And
it's
it's
mango.
mango.
And it's mango.
And it's
Mango.
mango.
You really like the mango one.
Mango.
But we had a good time here. We appreciate you sticking around with us. There's 1,800 of you, and 400 of you will watch this one.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Love all those people who stick around, asked us questions, had a good time. This is a nice experiment. Think of it like a tech demo for the next thing.
Real.
Like, remember when they made GTA 4? And I was basically like, here's what the
No.
engine can do. Wait, that was 2008. You were like 2 when that happened.
I was not 2.
How old are you?
It's fucking, I was 5.
You're 5? Wow, I was close, actually. You're not cognizant when that happened.
I'm pretty sure, like, the people who remember GTA 4 also remember the dinosaurs.
Yeah, we do. It was pretty cool, actually. It happened right after 9/11. The dinosaurs slowly went extinct, actually. But if you want to see us again, we'll actually be going to MumbleCon next year. JJ and I and Dev.
Yeah!
So you'll see us for the...
Woohoo!
Yeah, last year was our first official Bad Take Delete meetup. That was nice. Nobody showed up because we didn't advertise it.
Nah, but it was.
But
Yeah,
next
it's
year,
nice.
it'll be the insert podcast, showcast, other thing name here meetup.
Hell yeah.
That'd be cooler that
That'll
way.
be the name, actually.
Exactly that name. I love it already.
Soft launch.
But it was nice. It was nice chatting with you guys. It was nice seeing the server and everything. Be sure to join. And yeah, unless by some miracle, like, our channel blows up while we're gone.
That would be really fucking funny.
Like, if we
That'd be
somehow
epic.
got 10,000 or 20,000 subs while we were gone, we'd be like, you know what?
Oh my
Going back to this, I guess.
We're gonna get some guys gonna spend $30 and we're gonna get flooded by usernames in like completely unrecognizable languages subscribing to us at like 1 second.
I love that. Thank you for that AdSense spotter guy. We don't condone it, but we don't not condone it.
Thanks, Deji.
Thank you, whoever that is. The guy who bots things.
Yeah, at one point.
Okay.
It's a whole dramas.
I'm glad he stopped. That's good. I'm glad he stopped.
Did
It's like
he
how we're stopping the show. Thank you for watching.
Yeah.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you for
watching.
watching. It's been fun.
Thank you
It's
for
been
watching.
fun. Goodbye.
Yeehaw.
Haha.
Wait, you gotta say it one last time, JJ. Say it one last time.
And that's the way the cookie crumbles.
It's the way the cookie
Got it.
crumbles.
That's the way the cookie crumbles.
Thanks for
That's
watching,
the way the
guys.
video
Thanks for
crumbles
watching.
into the
Crumbling.
outro.
Bye.
See you around.